Now, here's a story you may have heard and learned the journey word for word. It's especially dear to all our hearts. So, here, again, the story starts. A hood of red on a young girl's cloak, with pen and ink, her mother wrote, Dearest Grandma, please find enclosed delicious treats your grandchild chose. She heard you're ill, and to recoup, we've packed you some vegetable soup. And afterwards, if you feel spry, a warm, freshly baked bean pie. They sealed the napkin with a pin, and our young girl's voyage began. But not before her mother said, Stay on the path and use your head. But of course, we know the whole surprise that none of them yet realized. The child pulled up her bright red hood and wandered deep into the wood. She came across an open meadow where lilies burst with golden petals, and there, as she drank from a stream, a wolf, and he said, Please, don't scream. She calmed herself as best she could. What brings you here into the wood? Well, if you must certainly know, my grandma's ill, so I must go. So she ran off, and the wolf raised his nose at the scent of yummy vegetables and pie that smelled simply divine, so the wolf followed closely behind. Our adventurous child in the crimson hood resisted temptation as best she could, but yet again she lost her focus, admiring the most beautiful crocus. And the wolf appeared to her again. How are you doing, my young friend? She swallowed hard before she could say, Oh goodness, I must be on my way. The wolf tried hard as not to yell, Before you leave, what is that smell? It's pie and also veggie soup, and it's for Grandma, not for you. And so she sang and skipped her feet to give Grandma her tasty treats. The doorbell rang, then, yes, who is it? It is I, come to pay you a visit. The cottage smelled of fresh-baked bread. I'm feeling ill, dear. I'm in bed. She reached the room and began to stare. Grandma looked horrible lying there. Oh, Grandma, here's some soup I brought you. Grandma said, Thanks. I'm feeling awful. She gave her mom's handwritten letter. This soup will make you feel much better. The wolf's big eyes opened wide. Red Riding Hood stood there surprised. Without a word, she thought to comment, and what big ears beneath her bonnet! Her mouth, wide open, began panting. You're the wolf. You're not my granny. Of course, we know what happened, right? Red Riding Hood ran for her life, and just as that mean wolf drew near, Granny and the woodsmen appeared. They chased the canine through the door, and saw tail nor sharp teeth no more. She hugged her grandchild as she knelt and told her how she'd run for help. The woodsman told her to relax and ran back with his swinging axe. So soon they all were having pie and bid each other their goodbye, and with a flash of shiny red, she pulled her hood over her head. She walked back home for several hours, did not stop once to look at flowers, nor at the stream to take a sip, but she did smile and sing and skip, and thought about her dear grandmother tucked in snug beneath the covers, full of sweet bean pie, and then she was safely back home. The end.